How do you recruit and grow your band program when you can't meet with your students? How do you retain the students you already have in a time of distance learning? We've got those answers for you coming right up. Hey, welcome back to the Studio 14 sessions. I'm JR, and in this session, the crew's got 4 strategies you can use to recruit and retain students to continue building your brand program. So let's just jump right in. Strategy number 1, take advantage of Google Classroom.
The crazy thing was, before this all even went down, one of my recruiting strategies, since our district was using Google Classroom so much as it was, where I started at 8th grader, actually even a 7th grader, Google Classroom, where those kids could join in. I could send them info and just kind of keep them in the loop of what's going on. So when it was time to all right, I need to start getting a band together for next year, I just invited all those kids into a classroom for next year, and they all joined it. So it's pretty cool that they're already involved. Now the thing is to keep them on the hook. I think the kids do enjoy the meets, so I try to have the meets at least once a week. Actually, I've had it once a week. So I'm still doing a once a week class, but now I'm doing it at Central. We have office hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm just available for office hours. I'll keep my my meet open, and if the kids just want to pop in and say, hey, they could do that or ask questions. So I think just try to keep them engaged with seeing each other.
You're going to find that it's a great tool to use year-round. Strategy number 2 involves you dusting off those old recordings and all those old videotapes.
The idea of recruiting backwards, during this time, because now that we're a month into quarantine, the kids are getting all restless. But if you use recordings of your band from MPA, if they were good, or jazz or marching, whatever, and start posting those videos to whatever site you have, then you're almost recruiting backwards, letting the kids remember all the fun they had and the music they made and stuff, and that kind of gets them rejuvenated.
I definitely get nostalgic watching old videos. Remembering those feelings is exciting. It gives you a sense of pride. And that'll suck you back in every single time. Strategy number 3 requires some teamwork and supporting your middle schools.
Also, I spoke to my middle school feeder today. High school directors really need to go with those middle school guys, because you think we have it bad?
Oh my!
Those middle school guys, it is crazy. This is the time of the year where they, establish things, and those kids are there for the hang, and they don't have it anymore. And this is when they recruit the elementary kids, and they don't have that at all. You need to be all hands on deck for, your program 12 through 5.
And that one sounds like a no-brainer. You can't recruit for the high school if the middle school's struggling. I got that last strategy coming up for you right now. If you're finding this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe. For strategy number 4, you may have to do things that you haven't done in the past.
I think it's also important that, and we don't normally do this, but we got to still recruit the first couple weeks of school. It can't just be
right.
Okay, August 1st, that's it, we're done. If you're not here, sorry, kid, I'll put you in the pit maybe. It's going to be the first, because again, those kids that do go away, then once their friends are back, hey, go get Billy, go get Bobby. He needs to come back, and hopefully your guidance will work with you. Hopefully your school will be cool. But it might even be the 5th week of school, you're still getting kids in the band that just went away, and hopefully you're going to bring them back in. So I think being flexible and not being, well, this is what we have and we're going, you're going to, more than ever this year, you're going to need that.
And I think that's reinventing yourself, because philosophically, that's not often how we
do
think.
that as band directors. We don't do that.
Now, keep in mind that this isn't something that's just going to affect your numbers as school progresses. It's going to affect your marching show as well. If you design with a certain number of kids in mind, and you just stick to that hard, fast number, as you get an influx of kids as the school year starts, now you're left with either having to redesign the show to get them in and set you back, or putting them off on the sideline or on instruments that they don't want to play, and that might work against you in that they're going to be bored and they're going to be like, what did we even bother coming back for? Once you get them back, you got to keep them excited. You got to get them, if they want to be in the show, you got to get them back in the show somehow. So keep recruiting. Have a plan for all the kids that you might be getting as the school year goes along. If you have suggestions on strategies for recruiting or any comments on the strategies that we presented, make sure you put those in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.